Hi Leo, welcome to the most important month of the year. I've been speaking about this month for the last few months now, and this is the month of eclipses. It's one of the most important times, and eclipses, in any case, are a time of powerful changes, opportunities, endings, beginnings, a time to grow, evolve, and also to be brave. We can expect a lot of movement on a global platform as well. We may see or experience some drastic weather changes. There could be some global economic shifts as well. Now, the entire eclipse energy this month is very Venusian. We have the eclipses happening in Libra, and we have an eclipse which is happening in Taurus towards the end of the month. And the focus is going to be on relationships. So the underlying theme is also going to be me vis-a-vis we, how it is that we hold on to our individuality while taking care of the other person's feelings and interest, and we don't simply get onto the bus and we say, it's a my way or a highway kind of a thing. So the entire eclipse energy for you is to collaborate, cooperate, and also to be focusing on your relationships. So the solar eclipse, it is there in Libra, and it is going to be happening on the 14th of October, and this is the time where you're going to be focusing on your self-empowerment, self-confidence, release of people-pleasing tendencies. That is what Libra tends to do. And it also encourages chaos to work as a catalyst. So there could be some lot of uncomfortable emotions, feelings regarding friendships, regarding relationships, which you may have sort of, Libra would have encouraged you to put it under the carpet. Libra does not like messy feelings. But the eclipse is going to encourage you, or circumstantially those things are going to come out, and the focus is going to be not to fill the voids that are there in your life with people who really don't matter, not to fill it up with unnecessary noise. This is the time to be embracing that space as well. We have a lunar eclipse that is going to be in Taurus towards the end of the month, and the lunar eclipse is going to be asking us to align ourselves with our value, so that we can build a more solid and foundational, sustainable lives for ourselves. Good time to be looking at our debts, our loans, our finances, and also the kind of people that we invest our energies into. Now, eclipses, the effect of eclipses lasts for approximately 6 months. So you'll keep experiencing the change, and besides the global events which are going to get impacted, you'll find that shifts within your relationship they will sort of bring to light a lot of things that you have suspected, and this may have to do with a certain group of friends, and there'll be a realization that, it's not as nice, or maybe you're not really a part of it as you thought that you were. Let me break down the month for you. On the 5th, we have Mercury that is moving into Libra. It is joining Sun and Mars in your house of communication, community, and this is also the house of your siblings. So this is a time where you are being encouraged to people who are in your within close proximity, within your vicinity, and there could be a lot of events that could be happening locally for you, and no matter how hard it will be impossible not to get involved, Leos. So not that you mind, you love being in the thick of things. So a lot of you are going to be diving right in, and you're going to be quite happy socializing within the community where you stay. Also, it will also be a time wherein, it'll be very hard for you not to keep quiet and not to share your opinions. So you will speak up about some local issues that are there. And this is also a time to be, visiting siblings, or bringing them along, or reconnecting with old long lost friends. There can be some amount of restlessness in you, Leos, during this time. So try and stay as busy as possible, which should not be a problem. And passive reading, for those of you who are voracious readers, it could get replaced by researching and by learning. And, there is really no better time than now, especially in October, to be learning something new. And, your brain is going to be more than happy to sort of soak up all the information. On the 9th, we have Venus, that is in Virgo, and it is moving into your house of money. This is the house of your earned income, and this is also the house of your self-worth. And Venus, besides love, beauty and sex, is also about money. So Venus is quite happy being over here. You will find that your income gets increased. Whether if you're in a job, then you'll find that you're getting a promotion or you're getting a bonus. Also, your sense of self-worth increases along with it. And Leos, for a lot of you, and I would say for a lot of us as well, you tend to associate your sense of self-worth with the amount of money that you can spend and the amount of money that you have in your bank. I'm going to be checking my mic very quickly, little late in life, but I remembered. Okay, great. So this is a time where you are going to be quite focused upon, that you have the ability or the capacity to spend, and your own sense of self-worth is going to feel quite elevated. On the 13th, Mars is going to be moving into your house of home. This is the house of Cancer. It rules your mother. So you may see some activity. Maybe there are a lot of parties. Maybe there's a lot of coming and going. Maybe you're entertaining a lot, which is not rare for a Leo or a Sagittarius as well. For some of you, you could be renovating your house. There could be some plumbing issues that could be happening at home, or you could just simply be renting, buying, leasing your home. But there could also be a sense of restlessness at home. You may sort of want to just get out of the house because it's become a bit too much. And then the biggie, on the 14th, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house of communication. This is the house of your siblings and your community. Now, this house also speaks about social media. It speaks about our local environment, skills, desires, and basically all forms of communications and daily interactions. So, a new moon over here. It's going to be setting into a motion of change as regards to your local environment, and something is to be completed or something needs to get improved during this time. And this is also a time it normally gets manifested when we are all a little bit active. So it could be that you are either standing for elections in your local community, or you are being the sports in charge or the community caretaker. And it's a time also you could be learning of something of importance, and which could be providing you truth for something that you've been looking for. It may have to do with the maybe the groups of network of friends that you hang around with within the community. Maybe something could transpire and something could come to light, and it could give you an insight and give you that aha a moment. And also, this is a time where your social media really gets activated during this time, and you could be sharing more of yourself than usual. Maybe you will feel compelled to share your views, your opinions almost on a daily basis, irrespective of how old you are. And you would want to be in a spotlight, Leos. You would want to let people know that you're on the move, that you're doing things. And if normally as an individual you're shy or you're an introvert, that's very, very strange for a Leo. But again, depending as to whether you have a watery sign as well, which could make you a little shy, then this is a time where you could quite surprise yourself. You would quite enjoy sort of putting up your pictures on the social media and enjoy the attention. What could happen with this new moon in this house is that you could begin to find yourself venturing into new places, making new discoveries, and it's also a time that you are able to make more space in your daily routine so that you can take care of newer activities. And also for some of you, if there is a regular place where you go for a coffee or you go for a dinner, you may change that place and you may sort of discover a lovely place, which becomes like your new haunt over there. This house really speaks about a place that we frequent on a regular basis. So it can change that. It can bring about something new. It can even bring about new friendships. It can also bring about new lease of life in friendships. So if your few friendships have run into a snag, This is a time that you'll have a newer perspective. You'll be looking at them with a more mature angle, and you'll be having insights, and maybe you have had assumptions and you've taken quick decisions, thinking that, oh, I know that this is not how that person is or that group is, but now you'll have a better insight into it. The best way to use the new moon in this house is to improve upon your skill set in any way. Fabulous time to be picking up a skill, learning, skilling yourself, and also good time to be looking back and seeing, as to if you always wanted to paint, or if you always wanted to say even write your own book, then it's a fabulous time maybe to be taking a workshop and to be learning some more. A good time to be researching about new areas of life that have fascinated you, doing a little bit of a deep dive rather than just superficially thinking about them or just skimming through them. On the 23rd, we have Sun that moves into your house of home. So a lot of focus is moving back again to the place where you stay. You may have friends who are coming and staying over, or this is also a time where you could be concerned about your mother. It could be either you're missing her or it's a health scare, and for some of you, you could be just going down the memory lane. You could be thinking about your parents, the journey that they've had, and especially because it's a very Cancerian energy. The moon is the mother. It's very feminine energy. You could be thinking, or I mean, if you do not have a parent, if your mother is not there, then you could be thinking about someone who's a female model role in your life, who's very nurturing, who's very loving of you. And the entire energy is around feeling secure, feeling comforted. So this really goes beyond renovating your house or fixing things in the house. While of course that is there, but this is more about nurturance. It's more about being nurtured by your parents, or even, like I said, by someone in your life who is completing that role right now. On the 28th, the next biggie, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in your house of career, and it is joining Jupiter and Uranus over there. Now, Uranus has been in this house of career and accolades and accomplishments for the last few years, and it's going to carry on being there, I think, for the next at least 8 to 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. And Uranus is the wild boy of astrology. He brings about a lot of chaos and a lot of disruptions, but also a lot of inspiration and a lot of, I would say, dramatic inventions as well. But we're going to be talking about the lunar eclipse. So, in any case, lunar eclipse, tends to be very emotional because it's a full moon. Something is coming to an end. Something is reaching its fruition. Something is being brought to your notice now. Something is being revealed to you. Something that you were not aware about earlier. And it's going to be highlighting your career, your public persona, how it is that you want to be seen, your achievements, profession, life purpose, your status, your contribution to society, authority figures, what occupies your time, what you do, your reputation, your legacy, and success. So this is a time where you will find, that you are you're a little bit maybe more popular on social media than you're at the workplace. And you will also find that, people are noticing you because of it, for good or for bad. And you'll also have the attention of authority figures. Maybe, people acknowledge you for your expertise, or maybe just your social media presence, and they feel, oh, this is the person that, I want to do business with. And in certain cases where there's a hard transit to, depending as to how the rest of the planets are placed, it could mean that a job is coming to an end, that you're finishing a role in a certain place. You're shifting jobs, or you have, it's an end to a project or a career. On a more personal level, your true feelings will come out during this time, and these feelings have to do around your career path and also around your life direction in general. Now, this is a time where also, questions like, what should you be doing with your life, and are you happy in your current role? And good time to be looking out for new job opportunities, Leos, during this time. the best way to be using the full moon energy in this house is to be improving your career in some way. So if things have not been going well, then this is a time to be sort of backtracking and quickly improving things, and also to be asking questions out of yourself, how it is that you want to be seen in the world, and what steps should you be taking in order to be achieving them. And also a good time to be applying for those higher positions, go for a promotion, launch a product or service in your business. And it's a good time to be looking at ways that you can contribute to the society and add to the legacy that you have. Very important, I think, deeper than just enhancing your career or furthering your career, is a time to be asking that, what is it that you want your legacy to be? What is it that you want to be remembered for? So, do you want to be known as a person who always helped others, or someone who, literally sort of stepped on everybody's back and, yeah, maybe good at his or her own work, but they, literally used people while they moved around along the career path? Or you want to be looked upon as, again, I mean, necessarily you may just want to give up your career and you may want to go and devote your time with a charity or with a with an animal shelter. So what is it that you would want to be remembered as? What is it that you want your legacy to be? It's also important to remember that the eclipse effects are going to stay for the next 6 months. So this is not going to go off very quickly. It'll start off end of October, and then as the months keep opening up, you'll keep experiencing stuff at your workplace, and these questions will sort of keep coming up. Of course, it really depends upon you as to what is it that you want, or what action you want to take, and how much that you introspect about them. And then, maybe you can course correct a life path which you have not been too happy with. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Leos. I'll see you again soon. And thank you so much for watching.